Clip of the Day.
It dawned on me that looking at the list, and of course I saw the video and I actually have 35 seconds of audio that I wanted to play from it. The people missing, there was no Cisco, wasn't there. The people that really matter, who are really part of the backbone of the internet. These guys weren't there. It was Marissa Mayer, who was strategically placed. She looked all pretty. Eric Schmidt is right across from the president. And then we have the Netflix guy, and we have the Salesforce. Really? No. This was a pitch. This was a pitch as to who can store all this data, as far as I'm concerned. This was not anything else other than, hey, let's go hang out at the White House. And these guys are dicks. Let me play my little 35 seconds here, and I'll tell you what's happening so you can follow along. It's kind of hard to hear. This is the pool the pool video is allowed to be shot, and the president is making some joke about the House of Cards, and then the Netflix guy goes,
"This is my clip."
Well, then I'm setting it up. We have the same clip.
No, play it.
And the Netflix guy goes, "You want a cameo?" And then Eric Schmidt is laughing like a moron.
This is true.
Like he's about to jump over and suck the president off. It's so scary.
We brought the advanced copies of House of Cards.
Cameo. You willing to do a little cameo?
You willing to do a little cameo? You willing to do a little cameo?
I wish things were that ruthlessly efficient. I was looking at Kevin Spacey. I was thinking, man, this guy's getting a lot of stuff done.
All right, thank you.
Eric Schmidt is a weenie boy. He's a little suck-up, little weenie pussy boy. Did you see him?
It was pathetic.
Oh, and these are the people you trust anything with immediately. Shun Google. Opt out of. I'm canceling my Netflix for this, just for that one guy.
So they had it set up so Biden was sitting next to Marissa Mayer.
Yeah,
which is just a horn dog sitting next to the only blonde, kind of cute blonde.
Yeah.
And then on the other side,
by the way,
Sheryl Sandberg.
Hold on. Marissa looked hot. She looked hot, but she needs.
She's photogenic. That's all. That's it.
Yes, but she needs a little posture training, because now it looks like it looked like she was put there like, oh, here's a chick. She needs to figure out how to sit. But she looks hot. She's photogenic. All right.
Photogenic.
Yeah.
Very photogenic. Once she realized that, she's had it made.
Yeah.
Then Sheryl Sandberg, who's anything but photogenic, was over on the other side of the other girl of Obama. And there was somebody between Obama and her. I can't remember who. Some other guy.
And then Jarrett's in there, and all the dicks are in there.
Yeah, it was just, and they were just yucking it up. They didn't have anybody. They were supposed to go there to tell us, to stop the NSA from doing this. No, they weren't. They were just
they were there to pitch.
Let's go have. It's a drinking club,
and they were there to pitch.
Classic.
And I'm telling you, they were there. Maybe Salesforce or someone wanted to pitch to store all the data, because it can't. The recommendation specifically is a third party. But let me tell you. When these people, they just want to suck up to the power. That's all that they're doing there. Every single one of them. It was so pathetic. Please, the video is linked in the show notes, 575.nashownotes.com. Look at that video. It is so, you can tell. You can see by the body, particularly Eric Schmidt, was mind-boggling. This is one of the richest, most powerful technology people in the world. And he's completely molten goo, but the fact that he's sitting across from the president, and these people, you dick, just disgusting.
It was pretty disgusting, I have to say. Here's
so to kind of move into the next phase here. Jake Tapper, just give you an idea of the conversation that will be this is the only thing that we'll keep talking about, even though this document itself says you really can't look at this being a balance between security and privacy, because it's the same thing. As you know, the word secure is what it's all about. But this is pretty much what the media is going to tell you.
When you're talking about security versus liberty, ultimately, you don't hear John Boehner, your former boss,
complaining about these NSA programs. He's actually a very strong supporter of them.
Right.
And the same with a lot of Republicans. Yes, you have the Rand Pauls of the world, and yes, you have commentators talking about it. You have, jerks like me covering it. But the bottom line is, I think the American people, honestly, want security over freedom. Yeah. I really do when it comes down to these little things.
Yeah. Oh. Jake Tappernean, he knows.
Clip of the day.
Really? You sure now? Because I may have more.
No, you can't beat that one. That's Bollywood douchebag.
Clip of the day. Douchebag.
Hey, I wanted to read.
Unbelievable that anybody in that sort of situation would say something like that. For one thing, it's presumptuous. I mean, it's condescending. It's beneath contempt. The guy's a creep for saying that.
That's what he does. All right.
I didn't know it was that bad.
Now, I've discovered something in looking.
The public, they'd rather be slaves under a strong government that protects them because they're scared little bunnies.
Can't use
and
that
they
slave
don't want
word.
freedom. They want to be safe in their little cages.
You can't use that word. You can't use the S word. Do you know what slave means to people in America?